Happy Friday, Wakeland, and welcome to Win TV. I'm Alexis Plum.
And I'm Brighton Short.
Today we'll be discussing dealing with stress, security updates, and more.
Win TV starts now. Lately, I'm sure many of you have heard the talk going around regarding college admission cheating and scandals.
Here's Noah Mack with more.
College admissions scandal
Over the nationwide college admissions scandal.
Dropped on her
UCLA men's
and she's not the only one
pay a middleman who then paid
to game the college admissions system.
On March 12th, the United States federal prosecutors disclosed a conspiracy that got students into elite universities such as UT, Stanford, San Diego, UCLA, and USC. This past Wednesday, Wakeland students woke up bright and early to take the SAT. Some of the people caught in the college admissions scam paid to have their scores manipulated. Another way students illegally gained admission was paying college coaches.
My opinion on the college admission scandal, I think it's a terrible thing that has gone on, and pretty sick people involved in that, and I'm glad that they got caught.
I think it's quite atrocious. I mean, like, a lot of people who aren't as fortunate as those individuals work their butt off in high school to get into UT, and then someone's just like, oh, here's $100,000, let me in to play tennis, even though they don't play tennis.
Okay, what got me was like one of the girls, I think her name's like Olivia Jade, said that she doesn't care about her academics. She's going to college for parties and for fun.
I would say at least take the opportunities that have literally been paid for you.
Yeah, for you.
Please take advantage of what you have.
Go to Katie. Getting into college is just so much more work than it needs to be, because like college isn't defining you, it's just like a stepping stone.
Colleges now have more of an open and alert mind for scammers. Keep on working hard and have faith in the system and know that people have their ears perked so we can keep on going forward.
This corruption has opened many eyes within our society and will no doubt be remembered in infamy. For Win TV, I'm Noah Mack.
To basketball lovers, the month of March is infamously known for one thing and one thing only: March Madness.
Let's check up with Jackson Whately on this year's bracket. Right after that is Wolverine of the Week.
Every March, the NCAA tournament captures the attention of the nation as well as students here at Wakeland. Today, we take a look at why the world goes crazy about the tournament and how the madness has made its way to campus. In a tournament like no other, the possible outcomes are endless in a single elimination contest of 64 colleges. Small schools such as the 11th-seeded Loyola Chicago from last season can make a Cinderella run deep into the tournament, adding to the unpredictability of March Madness. This unpredictability alone captivates not only sports fans, but people all across the nation.
Well, I think you all know March Madness is a college basketball tournament, and it's a big deal. A lot of people place bets on it, make brackets, go all out, do all kinds of sorts of stuff. And I made a bracket, and you can see it here. And you see a lot of people around school making a bracket.
Over 70 million brackets are filled out every year in the hopes of breaking the almost impossible odds of having a perfect bracket. We talked with students at Wakeland to hear their predictions on how March Madness will play out in 2019.
In my bracket, I got Gonzaga going all the way. What about you, Peyton?
I think Duke is going to the middle of the paper this year.
My final two, I have Duke and North Carolina, and then Duke taking it home.
First of all, if it's not North Carolina, it's going to be Houston, H-Town, baby.
All right. I have UNC as well, but I think Syracuse is a major sleeper.
Do not sleep on Iona. They're not that bad.
I'm going to UT Austin, so I really think that UT is going to, make it. Yeah.
Okay. With people everywhere waiting anxiously to see who will be crowned champion, the madness of March is alive and well in 2019. Speaking of predictions, I for one am choosing the Gonzaga Bulldogs to be the top dogs of the March Madness tournament in 2019. I'm Jackson Whately for Win TV.
So I knew I wanted to be a doctor at around 15, freshman year, when I had my second concussion, and I noticed the changes going on in my body, such as migraines and irritability, and those changes, and going to the neurologist often just sparked a lot of questions in me, and I knew medicine was for me. So.
Well, I think that Kevin is a great Wolverine of the Week because he embodies everything that a phenomenal student is and can be here at Wakeland.
So in the summer, I'm going to Los Angeles. I applied for an internship at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. It's in the Hollywood area, and I was actually placed in a pathology internship under Dr. Hassan at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. I'm future Dr. Fleshman, and I'm Wolverine of the Week.
Stress can cause decreased productivity, ill physical and emotional health.
Abigail Poe attended the last meeting of Stress Out Students Club to get guidance on how to better deal with the pressures of making the grade.
Stressed Out Students is an interactive club that helps students deal with school-related problems. But how can this club help students deal with stress in the future?
I think it's been a safe space for them to come and hang out and just hang out with their friends and play games. And sometimes they'll do like actual meditation or deep breathing or something for relaxation. Other times they'll just hang out and play games. And I think it's helped them. I think they're good. They're whether it's just the spending time together, I think they are less stressed. I teach psychology, and some of the students in there took psychology as well, and so they're actually using some of the psychological principles about how to have less stress and how to stay motivated, and so I think it does help kids.
With different games, food, and interaction with others, members a part of the Stressed Out Students Club are able to de-stress and forget about school-related problems for the time being.
I think that they've learned to calm down and quiet down, and I think they've also learned, they've practiced how to take certain things in life a little less seriously sometimes and put aside some of the stress. Decide how stressed they want to be about something, because it's not that all stress is bad. There is some good stress, but it can't be too much.
Stressed Out Students Club takes place every second and last Thursday of each month. To join, visit D103 after school on these days. I'm Abby Poe for WIN TV.
Speaking of testing, it's been proven that smart snacking is a great way to boost brain power while testing.
Here's Annie Peters with some tips and tricks for powering through the standardized testing season.
STAR Boot Camp is in session, and as testing approaches, stress levels begin to rise. Even though teachers continue to say that the key to lower stress is to pay attention during boot camp, get a good night of rest, and eat a hearty breakfast, this doesn't always produce results. Although I may not be able to help you study or sleep, I can inform you how to stay stress-free by making an easy and healthy snack that's ingredients are proven to lower stress levels and that you can enjoy before the test. To start off, spread the oats and macadamia nuts across the surface of a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Put this in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes until they are lightly toasted. While the oats and nuts are in the oven, take out a saucepan and combine the honey, butter, and brown sugar and melt on medium heat until the butter has melted and all the sugar has dissolved. After all the ingredients have melted, take the pan off the heat and stir in the vanilla and salt. At this point, transition the toasted oats and nuts into a large bowl. Pour the honey, butter, and brown sugar completely over the oats and nuts and combine until none of the oats are dry. Add the other ingredients of your choice, such as almonds, cherries, and chocolate chips, and stir again. Be sure to note that if you use chocolate, let the granola base cool a little before adding them in so they do not melt. Finally, grab a prepared 9-inch square baking dish and spread the granola in with a spatula. Put the granola in the fridge and let it cool. Once cooled, take them out and begin cutting them into rectangles. Upon completion, you will then have a healthy and filling snack that will help you prepare for STAR and decrease your anxiety on the big day. For this recipe and other variations just like it, go to Wakeland Access. I'm Annie Peters for WIN TV.
Up next is David Green with an inside look to the world of aerial silk.
Exercise is an activity meant to make you happier and healthier. But doesn't doing that same old routine get boring after a while? Well, what if I told you that there was an activity that would help you better get that summer body you've been wanting?
Aerial silk is a creative way to exercise that provides many health benefits, like cardio and strength building. But it also gives aerial acrobats the chance to express themselves in extraordinary ways.
We do a lot of conditioning, we do make it an exercise, but there's an art to it that I think keeps people wanting more.
A great thing about the Aerial Silk Studio here in Frisco is that anyone of any experience level, ranging from absolute beginner or pro, can enroll in classes or private lessons. giving members the best insured experience possible.
But I come in here and I do it on a silk. That's fun because I can turn it into a hip hang, or I can go into a back fly, or there's so many different things you can do and make it colorful and then Instagram yourself, and it's just fun.
Come join this exciting activity and find your inner acrobat here at Altitude Fitness near Preston Road. For more information, go to www.altitudefitnessfrisco.com. I'm David Green for WinTV.
With all the crackdowns on school security, one school in particular is bringing out a new system that is sure to keep our kids safe.
Mason Ogden has the story.
Frisco ISD recently launched a pilot program at the local elementary Smith. It's a doorbell that adds an extra layer of security before anyone may come in. It's as easy as ringing the doorbell, saying hello, and presenting a form of ID.
Districts across the country have already taken to video doorbells. After Frisco ISD recently installed this new system at a local elementary school, the community has been able to feel at ease knowing they have one more layer of security protecting our students. Smith Elementary Principal Catherine Young explains.
So for here at Smith Elementary, having that layer of security at the entry point gives us that sense of security that we have more time to react if needed. It lets us know that nobody's coming into our building unless they have gone through that initial screener. Everything that I heard back from parents were just thank you, and I feel so much better knowing that there's another layer of security before anybody can enter the building in which my child goes to school.
This is only one of many expected security enhancements to come in the near future. I'm Mason Ogden for WinTV.
I'm sure you've all heard the rumors about the removal of daily grades next year. Ree Klodowski explains how this will go about and in what ways it will affect the students.
It's just a daily grade, it doesn't matter. This phrase is often repeated by many Wakeland High students. However, next year, alongside the shift to a 9-week marking period, grade weights will be shifted from 3 percentages to just 2.
I think it's interesting. I don't think it's going to help a lot, but maybe it'll have people focus more on tests and rely less on daily grades to help their grade.
I am personally not supportive of it because I think daily grades are a good indicator for students to see their daily progress against daily grades. So if daily grades are taken away, it's not a very good indicator of where students sit at as their progress goes on.
Yeah, I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest. Like, daily grades low-key help my grade in a bunch of classes. Like, if you fail a test, they could also help you get past the class or get a B or an A. So
the most major change is the removal of daily grades, which account for 20% of a student's grade. By eliminating this, minor grades, which used to count for 30%, now count for 40%, and majors make up the remaining 60%. I'm Rhianna Klodowski for WinTV.
After today's episode of WinTV, students will start a chain reaction of kindness and compassion by participating in the Rachel's Challenge Chain Link activity.
The Student Ambassadors are a small group of students dedicated to the positive promotion of Wakeland High School.
We represent the WHS student body and act as a voice for the community.
Our main job is to be helpful and be a friendly face for new students as they transition into Wakeland.
Other things we do include giving new students tours around the school, and also we mentor local elementary school students at Carroll Elementary.
We also do things such as assisting students to find major areas at the school and answering questions about school activities and events, as well as talking at middle schools. To become a student ambassador next year, there is no application process. You have to be referred by a teacher for your work ethic, character, and commitment to Wakeland High School. This process will begin within the next 2 months.
We are the Student Ambassadors, the students for the students. We're also currently hosting a Whataburger giveaway, so look for flyers like these around the school. It's a 3-question survey. All responses are anonymous, and we'll select a random winner at the end of the drawing.
That concludes this episode of WinTV.
I'm Brighton Short.
And I'm Alexis Plum.
And we'll see you next time on WinTV.